So Spider-Man No Way Home just came out about a week ago, and in that time I've saw it twice. So I'm pretty in depth with the movie, and all I have to say is you've done it. You've lived up to the expectations everybody has wanted. There's a lot I want to get through in this video, but I'll compact it down just so we can have, a smaller video and you guys can not watch for like an hour. We'll split it up into two sections. First bit will be a non-spoiler section. The second bit will be a spoiler section. But before we get into this, if you enjoy the content, make sure you smash that subscribe button like you mean it.
Smash.
Okay, since you're subscribed, let's get right into it. So, it's going to be kind of hard to put it in the words in non-spoilers. But wow, there was a lot of surprises in this movie that if you haven't looked at a lot of stuff, I guess you wouldn't know a lot of stuff. But wow, a lot of things was confirmed. It was just a great movie, let's be honest. There was a lot of scenes where the characters really went into depth and detail and were better than their first movies. Like Green Goblin, for example, I won't say my favourite scene yet because it's involved in him and obviously that's a spoiler. But Green Goblin was a lot more sinister in this movie. He was definitely the best villain. See, I would have thought Doc Ock would have been the best villain, or at least one of them. But no, he was definitely like the third villain, Doc Ock. I'm not going to say why just yet, but yeah, he was more like third. Second being Electro. He had a lot more added to him in this movie, and they just did the villains very good. Except for the start where there was some of the weird dialogue. I did thought that one of the first scenes, well, you guys know the bridge scene in the trailer, so I'll talk about that a tiny bit. I thought that was a bit rushed. It wasn't done as good as I hoped. It was just a bit random. It was okay though. It was a pretty good scene overall. The actual main characters had a lot done to them as well. Like Tom expanded a lot in this movie, and by the end, wow, he's like a whole different person. The person that actually wrote this and produced this, I believe it's Kevin Feige, something like that. I don't know. I can't exactly remember. They've definitely learned how to make a Spider-Man movie, as in the first two movies, they were okay, but it wasn't as good as like Andrew or Tobey's trilogies. So yeah, he's definitely gone back up. The first two movies were ropey, but now there's a new trilogy coming, the college trilogy. There's a lot to have. There's a lot of new possibilities, especially with the end credit scene. A lot could happen from that. So I guess I don't know if that completely confirmed the next villain, but it's possible. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Also, the CGI was amazing. The scenes were great. There was a lot of jokes in this movie, but it was a dark movie. It was, and it's very interesting because I saw it one time and I was like in awe, and then I had to see it again because I was like, no, I need to see that again. And now I've watched it twice. I already want to see it again. So that's just how good this movie is. It is probably the best Spider-Man movie made. Now, my favourite before this, it wasn't live action, but it was the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That was my favourite, and it's overtook that, I would say, which I didn't think was going to be possible. But yeah, that's everything non-spoilers. Let's get into the spoilers. Now everybody's gone. They're in the freaking movie. That was just the entrance. There was not a better way for it to happen. They've done that so perfectly, but mind you, the Ned thing, randomly becoming a wizard in this movie, a little bit, it was a bit random, but I'm not going to question it too much. They did give a little bit of, I don't know, ideas to it at the start of the movie, a little bit of foreshadowing, but we'll go kind of chronologically through the movie. Now, even though the movie was great, the start, it was quite action-packed. packed, but I would still say it's a kind of slow at the start. Now, I know that might not make too much sense, but I don't know, it just felt slower to me, until, when was it? Until they went back to Happy's apartment, and then Green Goblin came out, and then, now, this is where my favourite scene happens. The favourite scene is where Tom Holland's Spider-Man is just repeatedly hitting Green Goblin, and then he's just looking back and laughing. That was one of my favourite scenes. I don't think there was a better one that topped that. That's the scene I think of when I think of Spider-Man No Way Home. It was perfect. The thing I didn't like about Doc Ock, was he just changed too quickly. I was excited at the end when he got Electro, and I thought at that time, because he was like getting the other Spider-Men, I thought that he was going to be a villain again, and they've just messed up the chip. But it didn't happen, so that's pretty sad. But I honestly hope that in future movies, because there is a whole new trilogy now with that amazing new suit that looks, wow, it's just amazing. Yeah, there's a lot they can expand on from that. But yeah, I just wish Doc Ock didn't become like a friendly person. Now, when I did do a pre-write of this, which will be in the description or PR, it'll be somewhere. I did say that I wouldn't want any of the villains to turn good, but I understand why. Sandman was good. I understood that completely. Did I wish it would happen? No, I didn't. But it happened. I don't know. I didn't like the scene on the bridge too much, as obviously I said it was a bit rushed, and I don't think you could see too much potential in it. Mind you, Green Goblin, as I did say, oh my god, I want him back for other movies. I do not care how they do it. I need him back. He needs a few more movies. I don't know how they've made him more sinister in this one than he was in the first movie, in Spider-Man 1. But wow, he was amazing. I need him back. And then there's rumours of Andrew being in other movies. Yeah, it was just amazing. I'm going to watch it again sometime soon, because they've done it. That's all I can say. I thought it was going to be incredibly hard to live up to the expectations, since there was a lot of them. There was a lot of leaks of all the Spider-Man being in it. It was true. Matt Murdock was in this, aka Daredevil. So there was a lot. But it still didn't fail to surprise me in some scenes. Yeah. I'm glad, as I did also say in my pre-write, he needs to have an identity choice. He had that identity choice, and he chose Spider-Man. So it's going to be interesting in the next movies, which are being shot right now, which I've saw on Tom Holland's story on Instagram. I think in them movies, it'd be cool if you could see MJ and Ned a bit more, and then make choices to not engage into them, or tell them about the past, which they won't remember anymore. But it'll be a perfect opportunity to get new characters. Yeah, I just wonder how they're gonna capitalize on this. How can they make a movie better than this? Since it's gonna be pretty hard to top. But yeah, guys, that was the video. That was a lot. I know it wasn't the best, because I haven't had a script for this video. I didn't make a script. I just thought I should go off hard. It probably would have been a lot better put together if I had a script. But I don't know, it'd be a lot to memorize, and then there'll be cuts during the videos which wouldn't look very good. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. This is just a reminder to subscribe as well. Make sure you subscribe if you want more content like this. I've got a banger coming out sometime soon. I don't know how long that'll take to make, but it should take a little while. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.